Shipping has been one of the biggest pain points that I've had in my business. Finding the right boxes, finding the right products to go in those boxes has been a major problem in my business. I have added and removed products from my Shopify store because of the problems with finding boxes, finding packaging, and finding the right way to get it to customers safely and efficiently. Because of this pain point, today we're going to talk about kind of my journey through shipping and the things that I've done to try to alleviate it and try to help make things better. The reality of the situation is this: shipping sucks, but it's a necessary evil. In order to get an expanded customer base, you need to ship. And people like Firesprint have got this down, which they are the sponsor of this video. And they do an awesome job with shipping everything. And one of the pain points I have that they have seemingly overcome is free shipping. They do free shipping on products over $50. And in reality, you and I both know it's not free shipping. Somewhere that price has to be made up or eaten or taken care of. And with Firesprint, because they do free shipping over $50, I've had that same pain point where how do I price my products so that I can offer free shipping, but not go too excessive that I'm charging more for the product that people are paying shipping for, but charging enough to those that get free shipping. As an example, this weekend we have an order that weighs 110 pounds. It is a ton of pens. That's going to have to go in multiple boxes with multiple shipments. It's going to cost me hundreds of dollars to ship. The reality is, for the massive orders, I'm going to lose money on shipping. For the small orders, I probably make a little bit more money because the product is priced higher. But that's struggle number one, is kind of the pricing of things. And I don't know how Firesprint has done it, but I'll have to talk to them. Maybe we'll do another video that they can explain what they've done. Pain point number two has been boxes. I have added and removed products from my stores like tumblers, fire pits, and other things because I can't find the right boxes. And it's not that I can't find them, it's finding the boxes that will make it successfully in transit, that can fit most or the majority of my products, where I also don't become a box warehouse. I do understand the companies that buy those like box on demand machines, but it doesn't make sense for how small I am and the footprint that those types of boxes like machines take. So I have kind of universally figured out what works for me now. And as I continue to add products, I have to continue to change and expand. So recently we added slightly bigger boxes. We have our normal boxes. We have a couple of sizes of padded envelopes, and we're just slowly chunking away at the different boxes we need. This is just our short stock. We have bigger stock out in the warehouse, but kind of figuring that out has been painful. And honestly, I wish I had a better answer for you, but it really comes down to trial and error, figuring out what works and how to resolve that. Pain point three, damage to packaging. So these are corner protectors. Specifically, I had to get these because when we ship journals, drivers are not careful. They throw the boxes, they kick them, they abuse them. The automation system just shoves boxes around. So specifically with journals, I realized that I have to put corner protectors on or they come back. And that leads into the other pain point. Customers, when they get the product and it's damaged, they don't want to wait for a carrier adjustment or a warranty period or whatever. You just need to own it and be the good person and replace the product, whether it's a printer product, whether it's a blank product, it doesn't really matter. You just got to replace it. And that's another like frustrating or pain point, because if you don't have the right packaging, you don't have the right protection, you don't have the right padding, like got to have bubble material, then you run into more problems. Now, where do I get my supplies? Sometimes Amazon. That's where I started mostly because it was a thing of convenience. Now there's a local box manufacturer that I get my stuff from, and they bring them same or next day, which is super nice. But I also have a box of just scrap. So when I get packages, we put the padding material in our scrap boxes and we use that rather than always having to use just brand new purchased craft paper. So we do what we can to reuse the materials that come in. One, because then it doesn't take room in the garbage cans. Two, it's better because we're reusing. And three, it doesn't cost me any more money. But a big shout out to Firesprint because they've been doing this for years and figured it out. And if you do have a problem with them with your large format orders, whether it be signs, banners, stickers, they are the trade only wholesale source for me. Then they just fix it. If you get a yard sign and the box came damaged, they ship you out a new one. If your stickers come damaged, they ship you out a new one. And they're constantly working to improve their process. Recently in the Facebook group, they talked about how they were wrapping larger like decals and it just wasn't working. They were coming wrinkled and they're fixing the process. They're working with the customers to replace those things that are needed. So if you do need a good trade only wholesale source, make sure you check out firesprint.com. You can save 10% off your first order with a coupon code down in the description. Now, typically when I actually ship boxes, we use Pirate Ship. So the process is we have Shopify that is the store. Shopify connects to my CRM, which is GHL, which does email automations, follow-ups, marketing. It does the abandoned cart stuff. And then we use Pirate Ship to ship everything. Now, based off of my size, I'm not sure it would be worth going directly to a carrier, but I know a lot of times if you do create those carrier relationships, you can get like the one rates. So like when you see people are like, oh, it's free next day shipping or it's free 2-day shipping. UPS and FedEx both offer like a specific service where if the box is within a certain dimension, then it's a flat rate regardless of kind of the weight or other things. So there are ways to get a better handle of shipping and what's going on, but where my boxes are so variable, it's easy for me to just use Pirate Ship. But you could also use Shippo, ShipStation. There's a bunch of them available that can help you integrate into Shopify and or other platforms. But Pirate Ship just seems to be easy, and it's what I've used for a few years, and I don't plan on changing anytime soon. I know Firesprint wrote their own integration to directly connect with carriers, and there's lots of different things that you can do to make things work. But that is another pain point. Overall, shipping just sucks, but it's a necessary evil to expand and grow your business outside your local reach. It's a great way to get additional customers, additional spend, and I do suggest doing it. Now, I would start small. Do 1, 2, maybe 3 products. Get a few boxes, test them, see if they work, and if they do work, continue down that path. But don't go and just be like, I offer everything. I do all of the things. No, start with stickers or start with pens or start with something where you can at least get started. You can learn the pain points. You can learn, oh, I want this scale. I want that scale. I need this software, because getting in and doing the work is the best and quickest way to get into it. Hopefully this video will help you bypass some of those things, but really I would start with 1 or 2 products, get efficient at those, and then work on adding more. So I hope this helps. Thank you, Firesprint, for sponsoring the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Also, those of you that made it to the end, there will be links down in the description. Let me know that you made it, and what do you think of the new warehouse?